I'm just like, I mean, yours, I kind of understood hers. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
No,
the Fonzie A.
Hey, how do I sound? Hey.
Tried to bring it.
It's like, yours four loves of banana bread.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
I mean, we used to make fun of girls in places sitting there, you know, doing the biscuits.
Oh. And y'all would have got a belly dance.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say.
And she does not have the kind of belly you want to be.
No.
I mean, it's like if I was sitting there going like that, you guys would be going, fuck.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have had Subway.
So,
Goddamn.
Y'all would have got a belly dance. And let me see which one she would have picked out to.
Josh wants a slump buster.
Yeah, she would have picked you.
Yeah.
You would have been the guy, because you got the little tight shirt on, got your little muscles. You would have been the guy, she would have been like this. I would have.
And trust me, she's like a huge stalker.
And she would have found you.
She would have found you guys, and she would have wanted you guys to all like her Facebook page, and she would have literally come over and grabbed your phones out of your hand and made you like her Facebook page.
Yeah.
She's in love with Jiggy over there.
She's asking me why I didn't like
crazy.
accept Facebook requests from her and stuff. It's like, well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of a little bit smarter than the rest of the guys.
Yep, you was definitely smarter.
It is hour number 2. Derek Scaife is here. The fantastic John Mosier is here.
Yay!
If you can believe it, Blade is here.
Blade from the New Era podcast. Not really, because Blade's got some class. He doesn't suck like you guys do.
The band Lydia Can't Breathe is with us.
What's up?
Jay Marie is in the building.
In the building.
And I almost that time almost called her Jay Birdwells too.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be drama.
Drums!
If you want drama, there you go.
That's the drama he's going to get.
That's
That's what the D stands for. Jiggy Jaguar.
Jiggy
Drama.
Jaguar. That's right.
Doesn't stand for anything else with a D, but.
No, not dick.
No.
Just drama.
I mean, early in life it was like douche dart, but that's the New Era podcast now. So.
Yeah, they took that from him.
Now, but before we get in, before we call Shannon Sin, which by the way, if you guys want to look her up on your phone, it's Shannon Sin, SINN, MMA. She has these weird blue eyes. I thought they were contacts. I thought it was like some Rey Mysterio thing, but no, it wasn't.
That's her eyes?
Those are her real eyes. It's kind of crazy. She's white woman, so you know you might end up okay. But I have to tell this quick story. Earlier this week, I get this message from star maker Bollin, Kenny Bollin, formerly of Ohio Valley Wrestling, who I guess he was Jim Cornette's best friend growing up. He was John loves Kenny Bollin to death. We've had Kenny Bollin on this show a few times. I get this call, and Kenny's like, I'm going to send you a message. So he sends me this Facebook message, and he's like, do you know this motherfucker? And I'm like, well, yeah, that's Kapes Polomino. How the hell do you know him? He's like, well, he's from, apparently he's in my living room right now fixing my ceiling fan. And I'm like, what? And he's like, well, he's like, he was in there fixing the ceiling fan, and he was putting the wires back in the ceiling, and at one point there was this black wire that he just could not get to go back up in the ceiling. And he goes, you know, do you have a problem with this? I'll just leave this because this black wire doesn't matter. And he says, I stopped, and I go, sir, all black wires matter. And so, and he starts laughing, and then he looks at my setup, and he sees all my microphones. And he says, do you do podcasting? And Kenny's like, well, yeah. And he goes, do you know Jiggy Jaguar? And Kenny's like, yeah, I know him. I got his phone number. So then they start watching old YouTube videos that we did, and I just kind of thought it was funny that, you know, all the way in Louisville, Kentucky, some guy from Salina, Kansas is fixing a ceiling fan and happens to bump into Kenny Bollin, and the first thing that they think about is me. So it was an ego moment for me, and of course, as we all know, I don't have an ego, and I try not to. So there's that. But